Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. This is part 9 video from the chapter of coordinate geometry, where I will discuss about the concept of how to check whether a line joining two given points passes through the origin or not. This video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 9 following the textbook of author R.D. Sharma. If you find this video beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. Okay, sometimes it might be necessary to check whether the line joining two given points passes through the origin or not. So let's say you are given 2 points P x whose coordinates are x1 comma y1, and the other point is Q whose coordinates are x2 comma y2, and we need to check whether the line joining these 2 points will pass through the origin or not. That is, it will pass through the point 0 comma 0 or not. Now first of all we need to test first of all we need to understand a line passing through the origin. Now the Cartesian coordinates, the coordinate axis, that is y-axis and x-axis, they both pass through the origin. That is, they intersect at the origin. So they both the y-axis and x-axis pass through the origin. So any point lying, so if these 2 points, point P and Q, they are lying both on the y-axis or x-axis, then definitely the line joining them will be either y-axis or x-axis, and it will pass through the origin. So the case 1 and 2, so in case 1 we are checking whether the points P and Q are lying on the y-axis or not. So in this case we will have x1, that is abscissa of P, abscissa of point P and abscissa of point Q, both will be equal to 0. That is, x1 will be equal, x1 and x2, they both will be equal to 0. This implies that P and Q lie on y-axis. So this implies that PQ, if we join the line joining the points PQ, is y-axis, which passes through the origin, which definitely passes through origin. So if both the points are lying on the y-axis, they will definitely pass through the origin. Case 2 is when both the points are lying on the x-axis. So if both the points are lying on x-axis, we know that a point lying on x-axis, they will have ordinate equals to 0. So if y1, the ordinates of both the point P and Q are equal to 0, that is y1 is equal to y2 is equal to 0, this will imply that P and Q lie on the x-axis. So we can say that the line PQ, that is the line joining the points P and Q, is the y-axis, is the x-axis. So definitely we know that x-axis passes through the origin. So we can say that PQ, the line joining the points given points PQ, is the x-axis, which passes through origin. So these are the two special cases when both the points are lying either on the y-axis or on the x-axis. Now any other cases, that is when that is when x1 equals to x1 and x2 are both not equals to 0, or y1 and y2 both are not equals to 0. So any other line, so apart from the y-axis and the x-axis, any other line that will pass through the origin, the equation of those lines will be of the form y is equal to kx, where k is a real number, k belongs to R. This is a set theory notation, which means R is the set of real numbers, and this means k belongs to R, means k is a real number and k is not equals to 0. So if you consider any line passing through the origin other than the y-axis and the x-axis, the equation of those lines will be of the form y equals to kx, where k is a non-zero constant. Okay. Now, so any point, so let's say any point lying on this line y equals to kx, uh, let's say, so if okay, so now I need to then check whether I know that the points P, I have already checked case 1 and case 2. So I have so if the points if the points P and Q both lie on y-axis or x-axis, then it will satisfy the case 1 or 2. But if both the points P and Q are not lying on the are not lying on the y-axis or x-axis, then they have to lie on a line which will pass through the origin O, which will pass through the origin, if they at all, whose equation will be of the form y equals to kx. So if the points, given 2 points, have to lie on a line that will pass through the origin, and that line is not y-axis or an x-axis, then the equation of that line has to be of the form y equals to kx. Then the points x1 comma y1 will satisfy this equation. Also the points x2 comma y2 will satisfy this equation y equals to kx. So I will have y1 is equal to k x1, and also I will have y2 is equal to k x2. That is, if I satisfy the point, we know that a point lying on the graph, if P is a point, x1 comma y1 is a point lying on the graph of y equals to kx, then the ordered pair x1 comma y1 will be a root of the equation or solution of the equation y equals to kx. So both the points P and Q, their ordered pair will be root of the equation y equals to kx if they have to lie on a line passing through the origin. Okay. So from here y1 equals to k x1, this implies k is equal to y1 by x1, and from y2 equals to k x2, I get k is equal to y2 x2. So since k is a constant, it will be a constant for depending on the coordinates of the point P and Q, the equation of the line will be of the form y equals to kx, and k will be a constant. So I can say that I will have then y1 by x1 is equal to y2 by x2. So this is the condition that you need to check. First you will check whether the points P and Q, you will check the two cases 1 and 2, that is whether both the points P and Q are lying on the y-axis or x-axis or not. If they lie on the y-axis or x-axis, then definitely the line joining them will pass through the origin, because the line will be either x-axis or y-axis. If not, then you will check the condition whether y1 by x1 is equal to y2 by x2 or not. If this condition is satisfied, then it will show that the line joining the points P and Q will pass through the origin. Remember that. So that is the case, case 3, if where we must have x1 not equals to 0 and x2 not equals to 0, x1 not equals to 0 and x2 not equals to 0. But what if but if the points are given such that x1 or x2 is 0, remember that in checking this condition y1 by x1 equals to y2 by x2, definitely x1 and x2 has to be non-zero, because we cannot divide by 0. If either y1 or y2 is 0, then it's no problem, it will be 0, but x1 and x2 cannot be 0. So so only check the case 3, that is you will check this condition, that is y1 by x1 is equal to y2 by x2, only when both x1 and x2 are not 0. Both x1 and x2 are not 0. Also note that any line of the equation y equals to kx, apart from the origin, the origin will obviously lie on this line y equals to kx, but apart from the origin, no other point will have abscissa equal to 0. So, but okay. So the 2 points P and Q, hopefully none of them will be origin. They will be the points, the 2 points given P and Q. They will not be origin. They will be some any other point other than origin, and and so if you see, so if case 1 and case 2, none of the cases 1 and 2 are satisfied, that is both the points P and Q, they do not lie either on the y-axis or x-axis, and you see, and then you see, then definitely then okay, and then if you see that one of x1, the either x1 or x2 is 0, or both are 0, then both cannot be 0, then it will fall in the case of 1. If either one of x1 or x2 is 0, then you will definitely be then it will ensure that the line joining P and Q will not pass through the origin. Only when both x1 and x2 are non-zero, and you have y1 by x1 is equal to y2 by x2, then only you can say that the line joining P and Q will be passing through the origin. So there are three cases in which you can say that the line joining P and Q will pass through the origin. Case 1 is that both the points P and Q are lying on the y-axis, that is both their abscissa will be 0. Then the line joining P and Q will be the y-axis, and it will obviously pass through origin. Second case is that when both the ordinates of both the points are 0, which means that both the points P and Q are lying on the x-axis, which also pass through the origin. And the third case you will see that where first ensure that none of that both x1 and x2 are non-zero, and then you will check this condition whether y1 by x1 is equal to y2 by x2. If this is satisfied, then you can say that the line joining P and Q will pass through the origin. In any other case, it will ensure that the line joining the points P and Q will not pass through the origin. Now I have plotted some example points in the figure. Let's see whether the points A and B, the line joining the points A and B, pass through the origin or not. I can see that all the abscissa ordinates of both the points A and B are non-zero. So definitely I will not check case 1 or 2. I will check case 3. That is, I will check the condition y1 by x1 is equal to y2 by x2. So considering A to be the point P and B to be the point Q, so I need to check whether ordinate. So it is what we are checking, that for a point ordinate divided by abscissa, for 2 points the ratio of the ordinate and abscissa are equal. If the 2 points, given 2 points, has to lie on a line passing through the origin, then the ratio of the ordinate and abscissa for both the points should be equal. So for the point A, the ratio of ordinate and abscissa is 2 by minus 3, and for the point B, the ratio of the ordinate and the abscissa is minus 4 by 3 divided by 2. Are they equal? Let me see. So 2 by 3 is minus 2 by 3, okay, and what is minus 4 by 3 by 2? This is also equal to minus 2 by 3. So clearly the points A and B, the line joining the points A and B, will pass through the origin. So we can say that AB, this line passes through the origin O. Let's check the points P and Q. For the point Q, ratio of ordinate and abscissa is minus 1 by minus 1, and for the point P, the ratio of the ordinate and abscissa is 2 by 2. So clearly we see that these two are equal. So we can say the line PQ, the line joining the points P and Q, passes through the origin O. So this is all about in this video I discussed about whether to check whether given 2 points, coordinates of 2 points, whether the line joining them passes through the origin or not. This could be useful in solving some kind of problems on this chapter of coordinate geometry. So that is all. There are more concepts that I will discuss in the future videos, so please stay tuned. If this video was beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. I am ending the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.